Hi, I've got your energy stories for the third week of May 2025. And in the first one, Ontario Power Generation's planned first small 300 megawatt GE Hitachi modular reactor in Canada has an official price tag of $7.7 billion Canadian. That's $5.5 billion to you in the US. With $6.1 billion of that for the BWRX 300 reactor that will be located next to OPG's existing Darlington nuclear generating station. An additional $1.6 billion will be spent on related infrastructure such as admin buildings and cooling water tunnels that would eventually support 3 additional reactors at a later date. The following 3 units, not yet formally approved, would cost substantially less, but bring the entire price tag to an estimated $20.9 billion. Carbon-free? Yes, but much higher than other generation resources in cost. The Globe and Mail pointed to a recently commissioned 377 megawatt gas-fired power plant in Saskatchewan coming in at $825 million. Modular nuclear reactor company NuScale Power says it's in advanced discussions with several possible customers for its reactors and could develop an operating plant by 2030 if they can get a deal signed soon. The company anticipates a July approval from the U.S. Nuclear Regulatory Commission for its revised and upgraded 77 megawatt design. Of interest, NuScale says its manufacturing partner Doosan currently has 12 NuScale modules in production, with the potential to manufacture up to 20 annually. NuScale foresees daisy chain developments of 4, 6, and 12 module developments, with combined capacities ranging from 308 megawatts to 924 megawatts. Fusion startup Commonwealth Fusion Systems has raised more than $1 billion, with recent investment led by an unnamed hyperscale data center developer. Microsoft and Google have both previously invested in the company. Commonwealth plans to build its first functioning 400 megawatt fusion reactor within a decade, and in late 2024 commented that it planned to build ARC, a grid-scale fusion power plant in Virginia, by the early 2030s. It hopes to have its smaller Spark prototype system by 2027. Reuters reported that U.S. energy security officials found rogue communications devices embedded in Chinese-made inverters as well as batteries. Inverters are the critical devices that connect the direct current, DC, from batteries, solar panels, and wind turbines and EV chargers to the alternating current, AC, grid. U.S. security experts who took apart grid equipment over the past 9 months have discovered undocumented communications devices, including cellular radios. They've also been found in some batteries from multiple Chinese suppliers. Reuters says it was not able to ascertain how many inverters and batteries had been examined. This matters because such unauthorized communications capabilities could facilitate the breaching of firewalls, allowing potential adversaries to remotely switch off inverters or change their settings. In a worst case, coordinated activity could destabilize power grids and damage energy infrastructure, resulting in blackouts. Now let's go distributed. Community solar developer Nexamp plans to develop about 100 new projects across the U.S. for Microsoft. Nexamp will develop, construct, and operate 300 megawatts of distributed solar across 5 ISOs, including New England, New York, PJM, MISO, and the Western states. Microsoft will buy and retire the renewable energy certificates, the RECs, to help meet its commitment to be carbon negative by 2030. Nexamp's going to be plenty busy, it seems, because it's also announced that it inked a deal with Chipotle Mexican Grill for RECs supporting development and operation of 15 new community solar farms generating 75 megawatts in Illinois, New York, Maryland, and Maine. Chipotle will take credits from 20 megawatts of projects, with the remaining 55 megawatts being used to provide hundreds of thousands of dollars in savings to an estimated 9,000 families, nonprofits, and other businesses in those markets. Abundance Energy, SunRun, and Energy Well are collaborating on a virtual power plant, a VPP initiative, in Texas that will combine behind-the-meter solar power, batteries, and advanced energy software. Customers can finance and install solar panels and SunRun Connect home batteries through SolRite, the financing entity who provides the equipment to eligible households with no upfront cost. The VPP will focus largely on the greater Dallas, Fort Worth, and Houston areas, offering each resident 2 4.8 kilowatt, 20 kilowatt hour SunRun Core plus 20 battery units. The current customer aggregation to be enrolled in the VPP totals 60 megawatt hours, with plans for continued expansion. The system monitors solar generation, customer energy use, and real-time power prices and determines when to charge or discharge the batteries to optimize the system economics. And leading residential solar and battery installer SunRun reports that it has expanded participation in California's demand-side grid support initiative and is aggregating power in its Cal-Ready program for more than 56,000 homes with solar plus storage systems to support the grid between 4 p.m. and 9 p.m. from May through October. SunRun's output has soared from an average 48 megawatts last summer to an expected 250 megawatts per event in 2025, with the potential to peak at 375 megawatts. Participating customers get paid up to $150 per battery for the energy their systems contribute, and in 2024 they earned a combined $1.5 million. SunRun expects this year to pay out almost $10 million to participants. Well, that's all for this week. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.